Hello everyone. Welcome to Soul Food with Sadie. I'm back and I want to talk about separation brings elevation. And the reason why that will be the topic for tonight is because in this season, a lot of people are going to see people that they thought were friends, their circle, even family members begin to fall off their life. And they're going to be hurt by it. They're not going to be know why or be confused by it as well. And I just want to talk to you guys about how a lot of us are growing in this season. A lot of us are doing things that we never done before. We stepping out of fear and we stepping out on faith to do what we want to do. And a lot of us are really unconditioning ourselves from what we used to be conditioned to and walking in the newness and trueness of who we are. And other individuals are not going to like that. It's going to make some individuals jealous. It's going to make some individuals think you lost your mind and all of those things. But I believe that when you walk in who you are, doors will begin to open that nobody can shut. And I believe that season of separation that's about to come on a lot of our lives is going to be the season that elevates our life. The season that teaches us discipline. The season that teaches us self-control and so many other things. I want to tell you guys a little story about me and how I got to this place on realizing what separation will do for my life. So, a lot of people don't know, and I don't tell a lot of individuals, but I struggle. Although I keep a smile on my face, I encourage, I inspire, I do all those things. I struggle with something in my secret time, something that I'm not sure if I want to let it out right now or if I want to allow God to continue to teach me so that I can be strong when I speak about it to other people. But I struggle. So in the midst of my struggle, I began to see myself go back to where God had delivered me from. And honestly, it was scary. I knew I didn't want to go back. I'm like, Lord, I was delivered from this. I know I don't want to go back. Show me what I need to do so that I will not go back to the place you brought me out of. So I went on this journey and I began to self-reflect and look back over my life. And I began to see this pattern, this thing that always showed up in my life. And so I took it upon myself to say, what is causing this thing to show up back in my life? I figured out what it was and who it was. And it wasn't just the same old people. It was different people with the same spirit. And that made me realize that I was attracted to that because of this thing that I was battling with. So I began to dig deep within myself, and I realized that I needed to separate, and I needed to fast, and I needed to pray, and I needed to do all those things to be able to overcome this thing, or it was going to take me out. So in the midst of me going through all that and separating myself, I began to feel elevated in my mind, elevated in my spirit, elevated in my body. And I knew that separation brings elevation because it's just you with your thoughts, you with yourself, being able to check yourself and being able to look at your circle with a sober and clear mind. Because if we continue to do the same thing that we have been delivered from, I'm going to tell you now, it's dangerous and there will not be a good harvest from it. You might receive a harvest, but it won't last long. Sometimes we get comfortable with these friendships. We get comfortable with these relationships. We get comfortable with doing things the way we want to do it. But I'm here to tell you that those things are not going to last. Those things are not going to bring you fulfillment. Those things are not going to bring you prosperity or good health. None of those things. You'll continue to be in an uproar all the time. No peace in your mind. No peace in your spirit. Not being able to sleep. Not being able to handle your business. You'll start to see things in your home become chaotic. if you don't separate from those things. I don't know who needs to hear this. I know I needed to share it because I believe that what God allows me to go through and grow through, I'm supposed to reach back and help somebody else. And I'm not shy about that. So believe me when I tell you that your separation, whatever it is you need to separate from, you don't got to tell nobody. It can be in your mind, but you know that there's a thorn in your back that you need to separate yourself from in order to be who you are destined to be. That separation that you don't want to do because you don't want to feel alone. You don't want to feel like you in it by yourself. That is going to be the thing that elevates you and allows you to open your space for people that will come into your life and fill that space with things of greatness. Like-minded people need to be around each other. And only way you can be around like-minded individuals if you release and separate from yourself from individuals that are keeping you bound. Or even if they not keeping you bound, just the behaviors that you feel you have to indulge in because these are your friends or these are people that you roll with. Even if it's not just your friends, if it's family, if you have to be somebody that you're not or force it, then that is the thing you need to separate yourself from. Because when you do that, when you separate yourself, you're going to see things begin to fall off of you that you struggle with. And you're going to be able to see yourself literally self-reflect on these things. And you're going to be able to be intentional about filling that void with things that will prosper your life. Separate yourself so that you can elevate yourself. Always remember, a mindset shift makes your lifestyle switch. I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody healthy emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and not just on the surface. Thank you for tuning in to Soul Food with Sadie. Thank you. If you like my podcast, subscribe, share with other people. I'm going to be more consistent about this, but as I stated, I have been struggling with that thing. And when I'm struggling with that thing, I want to overcome it before I come and pour back into other people. Because I want to pour from a genuine place so that people can receive it, so that they can be able to grow from it. I don't want to pour and I'm not even living it or walking it out. Thank you guys for listening. To Soul Food with Sadie. See you next time.